Superman, Man of Steel, here at PM. What's up, guys? James Hsu out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're at ChasingCinema.com.
How are you, sir?
I am jacked. It is Superman week, but better than that, it is Man of Steel Day today, AMC.
Yes. For 75 years, the Man of Steel has been soaring into our world. Since June 1938, he's been in comic books. It is time to celebrate him, bringing him to the screen for the first time in 7 years. Henry Cavill, you were
Henry
right on
Cavill.
that. This is true, starring as Superman. Not an American, but I'm very, very anticipated for this. So what are your expectations going in? Because we all know you're the Superman guy here.
I am so jacked for this movie. I feel this is gonna be the Superman for our generation. I feel that Superman Returns, while I liked it, it was just very boring. There was so much commentary, there was just so much stuff going on, and I didn't like what they did with Kate Bosworth anyways, with the kid and all that, didn't like that. This is the reboot, this is what I'm waiting for, I'm jacked.
And it's true, because we've never had a Superman to represent our generation.
That's right.
Batman has been the hero of our generation, so it is now Superman's chance to take advantage of that and actually become the hero of our generation.
Yes.
I'm actually getting kind of pumped for this movie. As I slowly building, you've been making me excited. I can't wait to sit by you during this movie. But I'm hoping this movie is the staple for Superman and makes him the symbol that he is and actually shows you what Superman's really capable of.
2.5 hours in, I'm just jacked, bro.
I don't blame you. I think that I'm just as excited as you. And I get to sit next to you. I'm super excited to see how that goes.
You ready to go in?
I'm ready, but before I do, I have to get rid of my Clark Kent gear and turn it into Superman.
Dang!
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
All right, Chase the Cinema, James Hsu, we'll be back. All right, so we just got out of Man of Steel, AMC, Town Square, Las Vegas.
Sir, I'll let you get it out first, because I know you've been wanting to get it out since last year. So go on, tell the people what you thought.
I thought the movie was absolutely amazing. The score, Hans Zimmer had the piano, the remake of the original, or the remake of the theme throughout the piece of the movie. I thought it was awesome. I loved Feora as the villain. I loved General Zod. Michael Shannon did an excellent job. That guy just creeps me out a little bit. Henry Cavill as Superman. I think he was literally born to be Superman. And Lois Lane, Amy Adams, at the beginning I wasn't excited about that, and then throughout it, if I could say one thing I didn't like about it, it wasn't really I didn't like it, I just wish there was more development of their story. I thought the Jonathan Kent scene was amazing, and you didn't even look stunned, so I'm kind of scared to hear what you're gonna say, but I literally thought I loved the movie. There was nothing I didn't like except for, Titanic's my favorite movie, so if there could have been just more of that love part, I would have liked that, but I thought the movie was just bomb. It was excellent. There's nothing that could hit.
Well, I disagree with you.
I know.
Wait, I loved the movie. Don't get me wrong, but I thought the movie had the perfect amount of heart. I think this movie, like comic book movies, actually really took its time with its characters. The Superman story has always kind of been something that you didn't really care about. You know, he left his parents, the planet explodes, and he's on Earth. But that was such an emotional scene. I think they took way more care of that depth more than anything, and I really, really appreciate that. This movie was incredible. I actually enjoyed it. I totally agree with you with the score. I think the score is one of the best scores I've heard all year.
In a long time.
A very long time. I think the movie does kind of have a moment where it feels like it's getting a little bit too long, but I really, really enjoyed this picture. I really recommend it.
The visual effects, come on, dude. That was like Matrix Revolutions, but on steroids with Superman.
Even crazy. The visual effects were incredible. The score was incredible. Henry Cavill was incredible. I was pleased to see Amy Adams as Lois Lane. I absolutely love Amy Adams, so I was so glad to see her play this character. The movie's action was incredible. The showdown between Zod and Superman was
ending.
Unbelievable.
Come on, dude.
As sad as it sounds, I love seeing Metropolis go to pieces because it's so incredible to see them continue to rebuild the city as Superman destroys it in his fights. It was just so epic, so big. This was the movie this summer. I don't think anything's going to top it this summer.
The Easter eggs, the LexCorp.
LexCorp.
And then you saw the Wayne Enterprises. Make sure you watch the satellite, Wayne Enterprises, Louis Vuitton. We talked about that. That was on there. And then the Easter eggs. And then they were giving a lot of little Easter eggs for Smallville too. In Smallville.
A lot of small things from Smallville. But like you said, Diane Lane.
Loved it.
All the characters I just thought were really, really great. So, I mean, I really appreciate this movie. I appreciate its time taking it with its characters. Like I said, it stumbled a little bit, but this is one you definitely have to go see.
I love it. Do we have an idea of what it's going to get on the rating side?
It's definitely going to be above a 3.
Okay, I'm down with that. Casey, we agree on something for the first time ever in like years.
This has been a long time. But I mean, for the Man of Steel, the Man of Tomorrow, the Marvel of Metropolis, this is the man, this is the movie he deserves, and I'm glad that he finally got it.
All right, full-on review, ChasingCinema.com. You can get the review for Man of Steel, full-on depth from Mr. Jake Toronto, and you can see all the other movies that we've done for a little bit now.
Yeah.
If this is the first time you're seeing any of our stuff, push like if you like what we said, and if you don't agree with what we said, leave it in the comment. We'd love to hear what you say.
I love to argue.
Yes, he does actually. Push subscribe if you want to see more stuff by us on his channel and my channel. And if this is the first time, like, comment, all that stuff, favorite, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And next week we'll bring back
World War Z.
2 movies, World
Yes.
War Z.
And Monsters University.
Yes.
Which one are you more excited for?
I'm excited for both, but I guess I'm gonna end up watching World War Z just because it's like I Am Legend with the white guy, which is pretty cool. But Pixar, you can't leave that.
Our famed writer Louis Vuitton's gonna be covering World War Z. I'm really excited for Monsters University, so that'll be the movie I'll be
Oh,
attending.
there's actually the movie before Monsters University. They say it's so realistic you will not be able to tell whether it's animation or real life. That's what I read already.
Well, we're gonna be there, so why aren't you there? Reserve your tickets now. This man,
By the way,
only premiere to be with.
Man of Steel, you have to see it. Non-negotiable, non-debatable. Chasing Cinema, James Shu.
Approved.
We'll talk to everybody soon.